Hi, Nikki Forster here. This is a really quick tutorial to show you how to create a audio presentation. I'm going to be using Thinkific to do some of my online courses, and one of the best ways that I found to do this is to actually use a separate recording service. So I use Audacity, which is a free piece of software up here, to actually do this. And the reason why I do this rather than recording directly into PowerPoint is that I found that if I've got transitions between slides and I'm talking directly into PowerPoint, what tends to happen is there's a cutout in between the slides, and I don't tend to script my my slides, so I don't pause in between the two. If you're very good at that, then you might be okay just going straight into PowerPoint and doing it. But the added thing about using something like Audacity is that you can edit really quite precisely. So if you go off on a random tangent and you need to cut it out, you can. If you and ah all over the place, you can delete those as well. And it's just a great way of capturing it and making the sound quality better. Awesome. So once you've actually created it in Audacity, and I'm not going to go through that here, there are some great tutorials online where you can actually find out this information if you want to. But once I've actually created my file and I've exported it and saved it, I can then come across to my PowerPoint slide. And up at the tabs here, I can go to Insert, Audio, and Audio on my PC. And I have kept this file here, so that's the one I want. I'm going to double click on that, and it's giving me this icon. Now it's also taking me to the playback tab at the top, and there's a couple of things here that are worth noting. Personally, I don't want to see that icon as it's running throughout the presentation, so I'm going to put a tick in there to hide it. I also want it to play across. That's my dog, sorry. I also want it to play across all of the slides rather than just go from one to the next. I don't want it to stop on the first one, sorry. I want it to continue all the way through. And I want it to play automatically. So when I actually go to my slideshow now and I select record slideshow, I can then hit this button over here. It will give me a 3, 2, 1 countdown. This icon will disappear. And as the audio plays in the background, I can then manually select when I want to change the slides to match up to the audio. For this particular scenario here, I'm just going to literally whiz through it so that I can show you how to best save your file. So here we go, 3, 2, 1, and fingers crossed. Hi, and welcome to Debunking 5 Common Myths About Getting into Training and There we go, so that's me in the background. I am going to just whiz my way through all of this. Keep going. There we go. So there's all about 20 seconds worth of recording there. But what you want to do then is when you go to File and Save, if you first of all go ahead and select where you want to save it to, I'm just going to save mine to my desktop for now, and then give it a title. So this. Here we go. I would suggest you save it as a PowerPoint presentation to start with, because then you can always go back and change it if you want to. But seeing as I've already done that once already, I'm going to go straight ahead and create mine as an MP4. And I'm going to click on Save. And what you're then looking at down the bottom here, it will show you how it's progressing with creating that MP4 video. Depending on how long you've taken, and I think the recommendation is anywhere between 2 and 7 minutes. Any more than that and your students are going to get bored. So depending on how long that's going to take will depend on this section here. We've only done a couple of seconds, so we should be fine. Once this has created, go back obviously and double check it. But then what you can do is you can go into Thinkific and upload it. And this is what I'm using it for, particularly in Thinkific. You can upload it as a video file. And here you can then add some little nifty features. You can add a play bar at the bottom so people can see how long they've got. You can add a screenshot of your title slide. Otherwise it will select something random in the middle as well. So there we go, mine's saved. So now if I close that down, and then what I'm hoping is that, close everything down here. Here we go. this 3. So double click on that and...
Hi, and welcome to Debunking 5 Comments about getting into training and development. My name is Nikki Forster, and I shall be taking...
There we go, and that's where I started going through everything.
Works and who on earth I am.
So I'm just going to stop it there. So now that I know it works, like I say, I would just go upload that as a video file, and what it allows people to do is to go through it all in one go and not get confused about whether or not they are clicking next to go on to the next PDF or whether they're clicking next to go on to the next chapter. So hopefully that's been of some use. Fingers crossed it has, and good luck with it all.